It's not easy, you know, and I think if it was easy, everybody would be successful. So if you want to be that, you know, person, whatever your aim is, whatever your like goal is, I think motivation isn't good enough. You need to be self-motivated. If there is somebody else motivating you and you try to achieve that, that's fake. It's not true. You need to bring that energy from your chest by yourself. The population of the earth is 8 billion. If you want to be that 1 in 8 billion, you got to work for it. No? We're human, we make mistakes. But as long as you don't repeat that mistake again, you're done. And if you repeat that mistake again and again, then you're stupid. You know what? Come on then, bring what you have. That kind of an attitude. You cannot change it, but you just like, you come with a positive energy and say like, okay, show me then, what can stop me? And yeah, I was the fastest man on that day. I tried to believe myself that I can heal, and my thought process was, if you got the same patient in the hospital with the same illness, the one who has got a positive mindset, the one who believes that he can heal better will get better. What I found out is, everything what I have done so far, there is a love for that job. For example, when I was a kid, I just wanted to be a Gurkha. I really wanted to be part of that group, so I was in hostel. We're not allowed to leave the compound and all, but I would wake up at 2 o'clock, run depending upon the time, 25k or 30k, and I'll be just around just before 6 or 6:30, just pretending that I'm sleeping. But then that's me, no one would know that. So that was hard work and dedication I put into if I really want to do something. And now going into special forces as well. None of the Gurkhas had made it into special service, and the training regime was crazy. I used to carry 75 pounds, dab 20k, and then I would arrive at this camp, military camp, around 7 o'clock. I do the normal physical training with the friends, with the obviously colleagues, and after that I do normal work from 8 to 5. And in the evening I would just run that 20k, but without the burden. I would run back, then I go to the gym, then I would have cycle 60 miles, and then I would do a freestyle swimming in a 25 meters swimming pool, about 100 of those, and I would finish at 10 o'clock. So that was hard work I am, and I would never say today I'm tired, today it's raining, and you know how cold it is in winter and all that, it's frosty, there's snow, there's all that, but I never kind of had an excuse saying that, oh, I'm too tired today, or I'm it's snowing or it's raining. Because if I say I'll do it, and it's also about being disciplined. So people say, yeah, you require a discipline, but then just being disciplined is not good enough. You need to be self-disciplined. And that's only when you achieve the bigger stuff, I guess. Of course, there's always ups and downs in this kind of extreme adventure. So, but it's about how you deal with that and how you turn that negative energy into positive, and just make it work. For me, I never do things for money, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter how much money you have. You're just gonna leave it in this earth, and you're gonna go. When you die, you just die. So if you put financial gain over a mission, then I don't think that will always be successful. But again, it could be completely different for somebody else. If you really want to make so much money, and that's what you love and that's your purpose, then do it, because that's what it makes you happy. So there's nothing really good and bad on this one, and it's about everybody's different. But for me, money doesn't buy me.
Giving up is not in the blood, sir. It's not in the blood.